Hi guys, today I like to talk about assets and liabilities, and I hope that I'll make it very interesting and constructive while I'm walking, because the examples that I'm gonna make they are very straightforward and very familiar for all of you guys. Here I'm walking around, like on a street in London, and we see lots of cars and buildings around. Buildings, houses, flats from one place to another, and wow, like all of them you can classify as assets or liabilities. The tricky part becomes when we need to understand what is what, and that's this video is all about, because you see this wonderful car that many people want to own, or this red house that is in front of us. Well, it is an asset in theory, just like these cars, but I like the definition of one of the guys in finances, Robert Kiyosaki, that found the best pro definition ever in order to simplify for everyone. And yes, this guy has different reputation for people. Some of guys respect him. Some of them they saying that he's not that good, but he defines very simple way to explain what is asset and liability, and it goes like this. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket, and liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. Very simple, isn't it? And it's precisely because of this simplicity, yes, I would like to show around and yes, explain with illustrative examples what it means. Because for example, this house right now, well, if it makes money, then it is an asset. But if it loses money for the owner, it is a liability. And it's very important to understand these differences, because if you are confused and thinking that you have an asset, but you actually losing money, and it turned into a liability, then you're gonna be in big troubles. And 2008, during the real estate crisis in the United States, and what happened during the worldwide meltdown and the recession that was following. That was a perfect example of that, when many people, they were over leveraged, and yes, they didn't know the difference between an asset and a liability. And that's pretty much why we're talking about this, because this is like a foundation and a basics to everything that we need to know in order to have a good life. Because this is like financial literature that unfortunately not everyone is teaching. When we were studying, and those things that we learned, they are not helping us in the real world that much. So knowing the differences between assets and liabilities, they're gonna help to reach the right success for the long term that everyone is seeking. No one wants to reach great results and then lose everything, right? And that's what happens when you accumulate in liabilities. And when we see in these cars, yes, it's another illustration of asset versus liability. And yes, many times it is a liability. And why is it a liability? Is because it's money from you. You are feeding this machine, but that machine is not feeding you enough in order to compensate those expenses that you are spending on it. It's very simple, but people, again, they are too emotional and they have a big ego towards those things that, well, don't matter that much, because financial health will define whether you have an assets or liabilities. And like, if you have liabilities, your life is gonna be ruined. Yes, sadly, simply because yes, you're losing too much money and you're not making enough money from your assets, or so-called assets. It's very important, and that's pretty much why I try to emphasize time and time again about long term, why you need to be patient. And yes, don't blow money on all these sport cars, or yes, living in fancy houses that you cannot afford, or where you are spending more than you can afford with credits and debt that you own in, which we're gonna talk about in the next video. It's also very important. And there is gonna be like two sides of the story, okay? Because not all credit and debt is bad, but people, again, they are using it for wrong purposes. And yes, that's pretty much what we see in today with people that struggling financially when they don't know what they are doing, or they think they know what they're doing by following so-called influencers, experts, those who encouraging to do completely opposite of what they need in order to take the right steps towards their success. And what happens today is that people they are looking for shortcuts, they're looking for some quick solutions. Again, they're impatient, and they rushing in order to satisfy the instant gratification and those things that follows with that, which is understandable. We should respect that those things, yes, happening. But yes, I made a video about how we need to win against our desires. Is because if you don't, well, it's gonna be much harder to come back, to return from troubles that you put in yourself. And I know people like these kind of challenges, and it is like a drama in order to overcome. But why would you put yourself into that position of struggling and suffering? I never understanding this, but many people proving me wrong. But yes, they wanna see it, they wanna feel it, and they wanna experience it on their own experiences, which then they're complaining about the world, the government, and everything in between. So please keep in mind that yes, assets, they are vehicles that making money. They having like a long-term durability, or something that is gonna withstand some period of time, and yeah, like it is gonna still remain valuable enough in order to be in the market, and yes, keep making money or some sort of products, services for those who need it for them. Exactly the same applies with houses. So you see, sold like a house, it's a great place to live, but if you try to turn this into like a speculative asset to make quick money with financial, yes, like instruments with leverage and yeah, those ideas that people suggesting, well, it's very likely that you're gonna fail, because it's not that simple. And the truth is, it's, and I already said it before, it's much more easier to lose money than make money. Yes, that's the reality. And all those games that people are playing with big amounts of money that they cannot afford to borrow, then they pay the price for buying liabilities instead of having assets. And yes, people will tell me that yes, an asset can be easily turned into liability, and vice versa. You can turn a liability into asset, and I agree, but you need to have much more experience to do that. I'm one of those people who probably is qualified enough to turn a liability into asset, but I still have to be very careful in order to justify the risk, so that the payoff is big enough, and yes, I can afford that risk. But for average people who know nothing about finances and statistics, probabilities, all that stuff that is necessary in order, yes, to make judgment towards investment, guys, stay away and learn again the basics, foundations, as much as it needed in order, yes, to be fine later in life. And that's, I'm talking more about the youngsters who just starting to see the adult life, and they inspired by, I don't know, rich, they seen some fancy stuff on social media. Guys, please, you have to do your homework in real life, not in school or in place where you're studying. Your homework will define whether you're gonna be successful or not, by making right financial decisions with your money. And I know for lots of people it's not that easy to earn money, so if that's the case, never rush to buy a liability, because they are everywhere. And yes, you need a bit of luck in order to find a great deal for your money that is classified as an asset instead. So that's my message for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this interesting video while I was walking, but yes, that's all for today. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button. Bye.